Alright, so TikTok. I don't need to introduce that. You probably spend a lot of time wasted on it. Either that, or you know somebody who does. But what Facebook has done, they figured out a whole new market, a whole new demographic. You see, boomers. Boomers are a perfect market for the sort of ad revenue business that YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, the sort of business model that they run off of. Boomers are a perfect demographic. Boomers, they have a lot of time on their hands. They're retired. They're not doing shit. They're sitting around like it hurts for them to walk. It hurts for them to do anything. So they sit around and they scroll and they scroll. So what Facebook has figured out is that if you combine the addictive algorithms of TikTok with a boomer demographic, that's infinite money. So how I found this out, It's Thanksgiving, so all the family's home, grandma's home, all of that. And boomers, they play stuff on their phone extremely loud. So all day, I'm just hearing I remember I got home and it was like late at night, and I just hear this loud snoring noise. I had no idea what it was. I was wondering if some grizzly bear broke into my house or something. I was wondering if grizzly bears moved to Florida, and now suddenly I got one living in my house. But no, apparently on these new iPhones, the speaker is extremely loud. It straight up, it basically consumes all the noise of the house. Those can play pretty loud. So I found out that she was just watching some Facebook reel of a bear snoring. But it's just who did this? Who put boomers on TikTok? So TikTok, everybody knows that it's bad for you. This has been well established. Even mainstream news is saying that TikTok's bad for you. But luckily, I actually never got into any of that. I've never downloaded Instagram, never downloaded TikTok, and I'd say I'm pretty lucky for that. But reason this is, first year TikTok came out, it was pretty much considered cringe. If you downloaded that, you got bullied. And then later on, I remember coronavirus happened. I think that's when people really started downloading it. And I was all paranoid about data collection. I got into the Edward Snowden leaks. I thought I could avoid what tech guys call the botnet or what tech listeners call the matrix. I thought the way to avoid that was just not using anything. Later on, I just started to understand how addictive the TikTok algorithm was. So in the end, I never got into any of that. There are for sure people out there who use that stuff and are able to socialize normally, but at the same time, it just seems to confirm bad habits. It basically rewards bad social skills. The whole algorithm, to really get popular on TikTok, you've really got to just talk in a way that pisses people off. Just talk in a way that you'd only be able to pull off on the internet. Because if you go into real life talking like that, speaking like that, that's just how nobody will ever enjoy being around you. But what happens is, there's a saying, I don't know where it's from, but it basically goes, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Traditionally, this would be your friend John, your friend Chris. Literally people that you spend time with. If you spend time with your family, you'll likely be very similar to others in your family. But now, a lot of people spend a lot more time on TikTok than they would with one of their friends. So in the end, you're really the average of the top 5 creators you listen to. The creators that people end up listening to, because of how the TikTok algorithm rewards it, it basically teaches men bad social skills. since people have pretty much spent their time learning shitty ass social skills, in the end, they end up lonely. That's why so many men are lonely. If you're in school right now, like I am, I'm sure you notice the majority of the kids in your school, they don't have any friends. They may they may have a few like fake friends, you know. They might like at night they go home, they go on like some Discord call, whatever they do. But they don't have real friends. They don't have a real community. They are completely lonely. And I think a big reason for this is they've learned their social skills from TikTok, which basically teaches everything not to do. Anyway, so later on I'll make a full video on how TikTok has fucked up many men's social skills.